That had to happen, didn't it? Good evening and welcome back to Nightmare with Nelly. The first one cut off, so my apologies. I've been trying to mess about with the tripod and the camera. So here we are now. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. Take 2 for nighttime with Nelly. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a love or a like or even a share. It's over 18s only, as there is strong language and talk of a sexual nature throughout. Hello, Michael Williams. Hello, Eileen Morgan. My apologies if you were watching 5 minutes ago and it just cut off. Don't know what happened. I pressed a button and it all went wrong. But here you are now. Needless to say, I'm going to keep my fat fingers to myself. Hello again, Emma. Brittany Lauren, good evening. So I have got some inboxes in the Nighttime with Nelly folder. I can't go live if I have no Nighttime with Nellies. Can't do Sunday service if I don't have any dear Aunty Nellies. I have discussed this with you before. So unless people write into the page with Nighttime with Nellies or Sunday services, there are no live shows. I don't know how else to explain that. So if I don't advertise on a Wednesday, it's because I have no material to go live with. If I don't advertise on a Sunday, it's because I have no material to go live with. I do not write the shows. I don't know what I'm going to open. The joy of Nighttime with Nelly and Sunday services, I open the message and I read it the minute that I get it. So I don't know what we're going to read, and any advice I do give, which is purely for entertainment purposes, is strictly off the cuff. So please, please, please don't think that I've given up or I just can't be asked going live. But I am not going to sit there and write the questions because it wouldn't be the same show. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are all watching me from. I am here live in the room where no action happens. In that there, Aslingdon, in bedroom. Hello, Terry Peavor. Good evening, Chief. So there we go. So I'm glad some of you may understand that. I don't know how many times I have to explain that. Okie dokie, strong language and for over 18s only, as we may have some sexy problems. Let's hope we have. Shall we get going? Shall I stop prattling on and shall we get going? Once again, my apology if you're watching before and it cut off. Fuck knows what happened. But something popped up and I touched it and it all went a bit pig-tongue. Anyway, here we are now. That's all that matters. So, anybody that does write in for Nighttime with Nelly or Sunday service, and surely there are people out there who do want to write in, they may just feel a bit anxious about it. It is all anonymous, so don't worry, I will not be reading your name out, and I don't even know your name. Okie dokie, hello in Blackburn, only down road, aren't you? Okay, Nighttime with Nelly, here we go. Dear Aunty Nelly, this is for Nighttime with Nelly, anonymous please. Okay, I'm a 28-year-old gay man and my boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years. When we met, he was a virgin and I was not. Since I have been with my current partner, we have not had penetrative sex at all. Oh, I love him to pieces and fancy him like mad. Okay, but I just want us to fuck each other. Don't sit on the fence, don't fucking hold back, just go straight in, flower. Okay. Oh, sucking each other's dicks and wanking each other off just isn't enough for me. We sat down at kitchen table. Well done, taking your own Aunty Nelly's advice, get to kitchen table. And we discussed about maybe using sex toys. He also said he would give frotting a go. Okay. But that made me feel like he's only doing it for me. And he didn't sound very enthusiastic. Well, I'm not very enthusiastic about having a lump of silicone shoved up inside me. But at least I'm trying to address the issue. Am I asking for too much here? What should I do? I know that there's people there now sat on couch in the pyjamas with a packet of crisps going, what the fuck's frotting? Well, I have to learn all these weird and wonderful terms for the job that I do. And I know that frotting is actually slang for frottage. Do you know what frottage is? It is the act of two males rubbing their penises together in masturbation form. They can either do it stood up or lying down. Wealth of wisdom. It's my birthday in 10 days. I am going to be 10 days older, but I don't think I'll be 10 days wiser. But here we have. So you've took him kitchen table and you've said, listen, Flower, we've been together 2 years. I absolutely adore you. Fancy the fucking arse off you. But I just want us to have penetrative sex. And he's gone, oh, I don't really know about that. I mean, yeah, I mean, we can get some sex toys if you want, but you know, we can even do frotting if you want, but I'm not right bothered. And you've gone, all right, cheers. And the thing is, you're not on the same page sexually, are you? Sexually, you're not on the same page, because talking about zhuzhing things up in the bedroom and looking at different ways of spicing things up, it should be done in a fun way, it should be done in a sexy way. You should feel excitement that you and your partner are going to be learning something new about each other, doing different things. You know, it should be things that you can talk about. It could be exciting that you're buying the sex toys together. You know, the fact that you're doing frottage acts, or maybe looking to do it, can obviously bring your sex life to a new level, can't it? Because it could be certainly more intimate, especially if you do it laid down, because then obviously it's like almost like missionary in a sense, isn't it? But I think sometimes, no matter how long we've been with a partner, whether it be a long time or a short time, we're not always on the same page sexually. They're not always going to be as sexual as you. You're not always going to be high sex drives, low sex drives, what they want, what you want. And I think what you have to think here is, you may have to stick with somebody. You don't have to stick with anybody. But if all the qualities he's got are absolutely spot on, do you really need penetration? Because you might have to actually go without. Have you thought about, let me just get rid, there's another pop-up, I don't know what's going to happen. Have you thought about actually having a sexual relationship when it's not all about penetration, I say, week in, week out, still enjoying that intimacy between you as a couple, but not actually experiencing penetration? Turn it on its head. If it's penetration that you're really missing, can he not penetrate you with a sex toy? Is that the problem? Are you not feeling fulfilled? No pun intended. Is that what it is? So he said, yeah, all right, let's try a few sex toys. You never know, you might fucking like it. And let's try frottage. You never know, you might fucking like that. So slowly catch your monkey with this one. But also, if you're still not satisfied in the bedroom, you're not sexually compatible, then all you have to do then is walk away from each other and say you've had a nice time for 2 years and leave it as friends. That's it. So you've already been kitchen table, you've come to that conclusion, and that is what I think is you do. Are you asking for too much? Absolutely not. We should always ask for what we want and compromise and listen to our partner's needs, wants and desires. But yeah, if you don't ask, you don't fucking get. Sounds to me like you're not, but write it again and let me know how you go. Dear Aunty Nelly, I've recently started seeing a new guy and things are going well. Ooh. However, no one likes to fucking show off, alright? I got a shock though because his dick is massive. Oh, I really enjoy foreplay but keep putting off having sex as I've never had such a big dick inside me. Oh God. My question is, will it stretch my vagina? I look forward to your advice. Thank you, Flower Pot. Okay. So we often get people who are quite porn obsessed, I'd say. People who think that, you know, if they sat on a fucking 13-inch cock, which I think would be actually a foot of cock, that the vagina would stretch and never ever retain shape again. Okay, so I'll ask you to ponder on this, okay? So you come to me week in, week out for advice, so here it is, okay? Have you ever had, right, a massive shit, okay? A shit that's so fucking big, right, that you're not quite sure how the fuck it's gonna get out, right? But it does, doesn't it? It kind of just like eventually falls out because the rectum muscle and the rectum actually lets it fall through. When that shit falls out your ass, right, what happens? Your ass actually goes back to normal, doesn't it? I mean, it can feel a little bit tender, but it actually does go back to normal, doesn't it? So I think if you had a massive dick inside your vagina, now me speaking as quite a connoisseur of dicks, I've had one or two, different shapes and sizes, your vagina does actually go back to normal, back to how it was. I mean, it's not going to go back to how it was in your virginal days, in your very, very early 20s. You know, things happen, you get smashed about a bit. But there's no dick on God's green earth that is going to stretch your vagina to where it would never ever go back to its original size. If your arsehole or your fanny doesn't, you've got a medical problem and you need to go and see a general practitioner. Moving on. I mean, shit's a funny thing though, isn't it, sometimes? You know, when there's one that won't fucking flush, like a right annoying fucking neighbour that won't just let you get in fucking house for your shopping. They've got to stop your gate and tell you fucking everything that's happened in that week. You know what I mean? And you can look and you can think, fuck me, Pink, how the fuck have I got through that? And what about when you give birth? What about babies' heads? Look at babies' heads. Past the baby's head and your family don't stop size of a baby, does it? Shout out Nelly. Becky Simmons, hello. Right, my boyfriend Aunty Nelly used to be very affectionate with me and kiss me all the time. Over the past couple of months, this has just stopped. Stop right now. We also used to have sex at least once a day. Now it's slowed down to once or twice a week. Fucking hell, chance to be a fucking fine thing. It only happens because I have to ask him for it. He used to initiate it. I finally asked him why he doesn't kiss me anymore and he said, I don't know, I'm just tired. But I still want to kiss him when I'm tired. I know that he does love me, but I've been concerned about this. Does anyone know what this means or any advice? Thanks. Maybe he is just right fucking tired. I'm right fucking tired. I'm really, really tired. And the last thing on my mind when I'm fucking tired is being fucking poked or prodded and fucking mauled. But it sounds to me like there's a little bit more changed in this relationship than he's just a bit tired. He's stopped being affectionate. He's stopped kissing you as much as he used to. So his intimacy behaviour's changed towards you is what you're saying. And plus, he used to initiate sex with you. So he used to have that passion, that desire. He used to feel like he wanted to make love to his partner. Now he's not doing, but it's not that he's not doing. He will have sex with you if you ask for it, but it seems like an effort. What's actually going on in your life? What's going on in your boyfriend's life, your partner? I don't know if you're married. What's actually going on? Is the bigger picture here that we need to look at? Is he having problems at work? Has he got financial problems? Has he fallen out with any relatives? Is he stressed? Is he actually somebody who suffers with a little bit of anxiety and depression? You know, if it were a case of he won't come near me at all, there's no sex at all, everything's changed, then I'd obviously say there's something's changed. Obviously, could it be somebody else? Could it be the fact that you've been eating a lot of garlic and he doesn't want to kiss you anymore because you've got bad breath? You know, but I don't think we're going down that route. I think the passion is still there, but he needs that bit of a push. Has he lost a bit of confidence because he has got a bit of depression? Has he been to see a GP? Is he on any kind of medication that could affect his libido? So rather than taking it personal, because what women are brilliant at doing, all of us in a relationship, regardless of gender, is when intimacy stops, then we all almost always blame ourselves and think it's because I'm not attractive enough, it's because I've not had my hair done, it's because I'm wearing my nightie and there were an all at back of it. There's 100 million reasons, and that reason will always be about us. Stop thinking about how it's affecting you and have a look at what's actually going on in his life, in your life, and talk to him. Have a chat with him. Ask him and just say, listen, you know, what's happening? Are you okay? Sometimes the most intimate conversation we can have with our partners is on a really emotional, intellectual level where we get to know something about our partner in a way that they then feel more that they can open up to you and they've got your support. And that can be really intimate between two people. The fact that you're putting yourself in a position where you're vulnerable to your partner. So I think have that honest and frank conversation. Try and see if you can recognise something that's changed, not just within your two's relationship, but around you, and see if that could be it. And if so, open up that dialogue with him. Okay. Moving on. Hey, EastEnders is on now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, isn't it? Well, good. So good. Gray now has told Chantel that he's murdered. No, he hasn't. He's told... The fucking hell's she called now? Anyway, Gray's the killer in there. Police were out phone at 999. Tiffany, Phoenix, Cheryl. What the fuck's she called? Can't believe that, because I've never missed an episode of EastEnders and I cannot believe I've missed that. Dear Aunty Nelly, I really do love my husband. Sex has always been predictable. Okay. We've been together for 17 years and for most of the past 10, we always tend to have sex on a Saturday night and it's always in missionary position. Okay. In the past few months, however, my husband has suddenly started suggesting new positions. Oh. He's wanted to have sex midweek and has started sending me dirty texts. I just don't know what to think. Part of me enjoys the change, but my closest friends have said that if your partner does something new in the bedroom, he's having an affair. Should I just accuse him of this? Thanks. Right, no. You know your Aunty Nelly has a sledgehammer approach, but I would not go straight in with my size 9s and accuse my husband of having an affair just because he fancied having sex on a Wednesday. Okay. Or because he might have done you from behind rather than missionary. Or the fact that he's trying to spice up your sex life. Have you ever actually thought this? I mean, call me wild and crazy, but have you ever actually thought, oh, now then, maybe he were a bit fed up because it were a bit predictable. Maybe he's got to an age where I thought, fuck this, I'll spice up our sex life. I mean, she's obviously quite happy with it on a Saturday night, but I wouldn't mind doing it on a Tuesday afternoon, Mark. Cricket's on. Send her a little bit of text, get on down with kids. Does not mean to say he's having an affair. I think a lot of agony aunt columns that you would read maybe in the 80s and the 90s would say, oh, if anything changes in the bedroom, means he's getting it elsewhere. Not necessarily. Okay, not necessarily. I think maybe the fact that you've been together all this time and it did get a little bit predictable. We've got social media now. Porn is a lot more easier accessible. People are not as old as once they were, if you will. There's a lot more things out there. Chelsea, yes. So I think what's going to happen to Chelsea now, because it went doom, when Gray found out that Chelsea were at phone at 999. Anyway, moving on. So I wouldn't actually go in and say, I think you're having an affair. But what I would do, in true Aunty Nelly fashion, is next time we sat together at kitchen table, whether you're having your tea or a cup of tea, I'd say, hey, got a bloody bone to pick with you. What's t'other woman called? And he'll go, what do you mean? What bloody other woman? And you say, well, one that's put a spring in your step, because I'm not being funny, I'm not complaining, I'm enjoying it, but You know what they say, if things change in bedroom, it's usually because of somebody else. Do it in a really light-hearted way because it's obviously there in the back of your mind and you want that question answered. Think the answer's going to be, don't be so bloody daft, I thought I'd switch things up a bit. From that conversation, well actually, I love you, we've been together all this time. I know it was predictable, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. What else can we do? Open up that can of worms and see what other excitement and spice you can bring into your marriage. I don't know, but I don't think you should go in with both feet and say, who are you having an affair with? What's she called? Let me know, because when this happens, this is usually what the cause. Okay, so I would do it that way to sort of get the satisfaction to the question you're wanting. Okay. But yeah, enjoy it. And then when he says there's no bloody other woman or whatever it is that he may say, then yeah, enjoy that for what it is, okay? And have that conversation. And I think you'll find that he just thought it were a bit predictable as well. He loves his wife, he finds her very attractive, and he wanted to inject a bit of spice into the marriage. Enjoy it. I'm jealous. Can't have a relationship for 17 seconds, mate. My fucking 17 years. Christ on a bike. Right, where am I? I've got lost here now. Suddenly, all right, yeah. Dear Aunty Nelly, I am 33 and have a great sex life. Over the past several years, sex is great. Dating on and off is great. This person puts great, like they're having a well good time. I love giving blowjobs, like seriously, Aunty Nelly. I love giving blowjobs. Okay, sweetheart, you crack on. The only thing I don't like is when a guy wants to go down on me. Okay, so it's obviously a female anonymous flower pot here, I think. I absolutely hate it. I don't know why, but I hate so much. I absolutely hate receiving oral sex on my vagina. Yes, definitely female. But any advice to make it more enjoyable, or is it okay that I hate it? Thanks. Right, so anonymous flower pot here who is having time of her fucking life. She's dating, she's going on loads of dates, sex life is great, she loves sucking cock. But fuck me pink, if anyone tries to go down on her and give her a bit of oral pleasure, she ain't fucking having that because she hates it. She also really is saying, is it normal to hate it? Is it, why do I hate it? We can't actually answer that question because we don't know what it is that you actually hate about it. You said hate about 40 times. It's okay to hate it. It's okay not to like it. You'll probably find that in a room of 10 women, 6 of them would probably say, oh, I'm not right bothered if it doesn't happen. Don't really like the sensation of it. I don't like it because I feel like the spotlight's on me. I don't like for them to be in control and me not. And I'd rather be doing a bit of washing up, really, or a bit of knitting. Not everybody's going to like it or love it for the same reasons. Do you feel that the fact that you don't enjoy oral sex performed on you means you're not having a fulfilling sex life? Because there's lots of other things you can be doing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you hate it, you hate it. Just tell your partner that. Just say, oh, I'm not so keen, I don't like that. And then you're always going to get the male response of, hey, that's because I've not done it, because you've not had it done right. You're always going to get that, no matter what. And then you could just reply with, listen, flower, I ain't got fucking time for this. My buzz is at 11 o'clock, so what do you want to do? Because I ain't right asked about that. So, if you hate it, you don't like it, it's fine. It's different for everybody. But I think majority of ladies who do hate it rather than dislike it, it's probably because they feel the spotlight is on them. It's all about them. And they feel that maybe, you know, it doesn't look right, it doesn't taste right, it doesn't smell right. They can't relax enough into it where they feel that they can start enjoying it because they've got all these things going on in their head, and sex is very mental and psychological for us ladies, that it's not going to make us feel pleasurable when we're questioning all these things. What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Oh my God, have I got toilet paper stuck inside my labia lips? There's 100 million questions we're asking ourselves when they're down there, rather than just closing our eyes and enjoying the experience. So if you hate it, you hate it, that's fine. You crack on giving blowy, sweetheart. I'm moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, my girlfriend and I have been trying to engage in a sexual intercourse for a while now. However, we have been unable to do so despite all our efforts. Whenever I try to penetrate her, my dick will just not go in. Oh, okay. What's worse is that my girlfriend shouts out as if she's in discomfort. We have tried using lubricating gel, but even that did not help at all. What should we do? Work. Sounds to me like, I mean, if you've been trying to have penetrative sex and you're hard and she's wet, so is she wet and then you're putting gel on so it's a wetter? And is your dick actually hard, or have you just got a bit of a fucking semi on? And it's not working? I'd get her to go and seek GP, general practitioner, because she might have that vaginism, that thing where your vagina like clamps up, and vaginism. She might have a condition. I mean, obviously, have you done loads of foreplay? Are you both really relaxed? Are you both ready to actually have penetration? You know, you say you're using lube. Is she wet enough? Is there anything going on in her head? Is it her first time? You know what I mean? There's 100 million questions. And even though I'll sit here week in, week out and say I'm not fucking reading War and Peace, sometimes I do need a little bit more of information. But if this does continue, and it probably is now because I don't know how long your question is, I'd go and see my GP, because there might be something just not quite right. And once again, you don't know what's actually happening in her head, where she's that closed off that her body's actually gone into shock and she's closed up. Therefore, no matter how much you fucking push, it ain't going to go in. And she might be shouting out in discomfort. And I always say, if anything in the bedroom causes any kind of pain and discomfort, stop and go and seek help and go and see a GP. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be embarrassed of, because you should not ever be doing anything in the bedroom that causes you great pain. You should never cry out in discomfort, and you should never cry. I don't think crying's good either, so unless you're crying with laughter because you're like, I don't know, we're doing reverse cowgirl and you fell off or something. It's one of my friends, that. Dear Aunty Nelly, my son has a new girlfriend. I've noticed my husband likes to encourage him to ask her around and encourages them upstairs. Oh, I know they have sex, as does my husband. When she leaves, that's the only time my husband wants to have sex with me. He is obviously turned on by this girl and not me. He said it's just a coincidence, but he also finds excuses to be upstairs when they are upstairs. Oh, Aunty Nelly, it's as if she is the fucking warm-up. What do you think? Oh, it's made me go a bit funny, that. I mean, it's not like watching porn or listening to porn, is it, where it's two fucking strangers. It's your fucking son. That's his son. It's like his son. Never mind girl, but it's like, what's he doing upstairs listening to his son fucking shagging his bird? Oh, no. And he says, oh, it's just a coincidence. Well, I'll tell you what it fucking is then, Flower. Next time he comes round with girlfriend, why don't you two go out and have a drink or have a meal and see if he still fucking wants you that night? Won't be a fucking coincidence then. That is really weird, that. You know what advice I would give here, really? Divorce. That's a bit fucking brutal, isn't it? Oh no, it's weird. I mean, the fact that he encourages them upstairs or whatever, that in itself is like, he should be going upstairs with his girlfriend should he wish to, not because his dad's like, go on, go upstairs, son, go on, hey, take one for the team. And then dad's going standing up fucking top at landing, and then he's getting a bit of a fucking chubby on, and then when bird goes on, he's like, come on, love, Fuck that shit. No, I don't like that. I think that is well weird. So next time I'm saying to your son, no, she's not coming round here tonight. You're going to have to go round to hers. And believe me, it won't be a coincidence because he won't be turned on. I think he's actually getting turned on. But the weird thing is it's his son. Not asked about the girl, but it's his son. Thinking of your parents or your offspring or your sisters, your brothers, your auntie and uncle, anything, you don't, it's not right. It's not fucking right. That never leaves you. That never ever leaves you, Claire Clark. It never leaves you, that feeling of, if I know my mum's done it twice because I've got a brother, so it's me and my brother, she's done it twice, to think she's done it any more times than that, it's absolutely fucking vile. I am sure to God my daughter thinks the exact same about me. My daughter doesn't watch Nighttime with Nelly. She'd be absolutely horrified. And rightly so, because I'm her mother. Okay? So, have you explained how that makes you feel and what you're thinking? Maybe if you shame him into what you're thinking, you get turned on by your son's girlfriend, and it's weird because you're getting turned on and that's your own son having sex. Maybe if you shame him into what you're thinking, it might stop, because it is fucking weird. Yeah, it's weird. No, that is really fucking, ugh. Oh, anyway, moving on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I found a video on my partner's phone of him wanking his cock. Amy Freeman. We have been in a relationship just over 3 years. Oh. And it's something we have never ever done. He's never sent me anything like that, and I don't think he's ever watched porn. Of course he hasn't. But the video is now all I can think of. Why would he want to film himself wanking? I keep thinking, maybe, oh, just maybe, he has sent it to someone else because he didn't send it to me. What do you think? Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe he might have sent it to someone else, or he could have just been wanking his cock and got really turned on by filming himself to see what it's actually like when he's wanking and coming. Some people like that kind of thing. But the fact is that you've been with him 3 years and you don't think he's watched porn. No. The answer to that would be no. My thinking would be no. He's definitely fucking jacked off to porn before today, sweetheart. Let me tell you. Number 2, was it a video that you found now? Was it from 3 years previous? What was it? Who has he sent it to? You found it. But let's go back to the beginning. You found a video of him wanking his cock on his phone. The fuck you doing on his phone? You not trust him? I always say be very, very careful when you go fucking snooping, because then you've got to deal with the shit that you might fucking find. So you think he might have sent it to somebody, you think he might be cheating. Chances are he probably is, sweetheart. Chances are you already knew this before you found the video. That's why you went fucking snooping through his phone. And now you find the evidence. Now you're going to have to tell him that you're a mistrustful fucking cunt. And you've been through his phone. Therefore you don't trust him. He's not going to fucking trust you. Without trust, you've no relationship. It's been nice for 3 years. That's it. Move fucking on. What else do you want me to say to you? What else do you actually want me to say to you? You found it. You found it because you went fucking looking. You went looking because you knew something weren't fucking right. You went looking because you knew something weren't right, because you already knew that something was fucking going on before you found the evidence that it was. Not fucking algebra, is it? Tell him what you found. Say, I don't trust you, you don't trust me. End of that. Hashtag bye fucking Felicia. You can't say this at kitchen table, can you? Absolutely not. Without trust, we've got fuck all. Dear Auntie Nelly, last one of the night. I have a boyfriend, but I don't know if he really is my boyfriend. Oh, I don't know if Reggae Jean-Paul knows he's my boyfriend, you know. I mean, he is my boyfriend, but I don't know if he knows he's my boyfriend. I mean, no, I Instagram him and all sorts, and he never even reads my messages, so he probably doesn't know. But he is my boyfriend. He's the Duke out of Bridgerton. I won't do much today, but I fucking do him. I have a boyfriend, but I don't know if he really is my boyfriend, as he only ever texts me for sex. I get messages from him, things like, do you want me to come round and fuck you? And because I really fancy him, I say yes. So he comes round and he fucks me. He always leaves straight after. I haven't even spent the night with my boyfriend. Then I won't hear from him for like nearly 5 days, and it's just the same old text again. How can I make him stay the night? I would love to wake up in his arms. Oh, that's actually quite sad, isn't it? Because she well fancies him, and then he'll go, shall I come round and fuck you? Because she thinks he's Duke out of Bridgeton. She's like, yeah, I'm ready now, legs open, and you come, I'm open, I'm ready. And then she thinks it's a boyfriend because she's like put all her eggs in one basket. Yeah, so I don't know how to break this to you, but you're just a fuck piece. That's all you are. He's not your boyfriend, and you're not his girlfriend. This is happening because you're allowing it to. He's never ever going to stop overnight, and you're never going to wake up in his arms because he's not emotionally attached to you. He don't like you like that. You're like his fuck buddy, and you're his fuck buddy because you're allowing him to treat you like a fuck buddy, but he's not your boyfriend. Like the Duke out of Bridgeton isn't my boyfriend. He's not your boyfriend. He is a fuck buddy. So he comes round and he fucks you, and then he fucks off because that's what they do. So he owes you absolutely fucking nothing, and that's what hurts you, because you've fallen for him slightly and you want a lot more. You ain't going to get that, and we can't hate on him for that, because he said, hiya, shall I come round and fuck you? And you've gone, yeah, okay then. So he's not doing anything wrong. He's asked permission, you've given it him. Okay? He owes you absolutely nothing. He does not owe you the fact that he can stay overnight and you can wake up in his arms. That's never going to happen. You know what is going to happen though is, you need to take back your power. The next message you get from him, you need to be strong and say, unfortunately I'm busy tonight, and you've got to move on. This will never go from anything other than him maybe then trying to sweeten you up because no fucker else will fuck you. Fuck him. But you need to know your self-worth and your self-esteem. It don't matter how fucking fit they are, how good looking. There's 100 people out there who could be just as good looking, and they might even want to take you out for a drink or a meal, sweetheart, and they might be, you know, feel great joy in you waking up in their arms. Whilst you're spending time with this fuckboy, you're keeping the door closed, therefore you're not letting anybody new come through it. So as tough as it sounds, you've got to fuck him off, because he's not your boyfriend. When you're saying you think he's your boyfriend, he's not your boyfriend. And you're going to be sad for a little bit. And I get that, and I understand that, and I appreciate that. Unrequited love is quite tough. But when you start saying no and take back your power, and you start putting your energy and your focus elsewhere, believe me, it won't hurt as much. You'll start becoming stronger. You'll start healing from this, and you'll move on. And you'll look back on this and you'll go, fucking hell, do you remember that lad who you said, can I fuck you? And I go, yeah, come on, come round. He's not your boyfriend, you're not his girlfriend. This is going fucking nowhere. Think a little bit more of yourself. Have some self-esteem, have some self-worth. Get out there and get with a fellow who wants a bit more, because it sounds to me like you're ready for a relationship. You're just not going to get one with him. Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's night time with Nelly, because I have. If you don't write into the page, I can't do it. Can't go live because I'll have no material. So if you sat there and you've got a problem, but you're a little bit shy about it, honestly, it's anonymous, don't know who you are, don't know your name when it comes through to the box, write into the page. Without your Nighttime with Nelly's East Sunday services, there are no live shows. And I've said it once, twice, and I'll say it again. I'll only be around for as long as you need me. Not for as long as you want me, but for as long as you need me. So if you've got any dear Aunty Nellies, please write into the page. Once again, if anybody comments on your comments with gift prize giveaway, you're a winner. It's a scam, don't fall for it. And any advice I've given on tonight's show has been purely for entertainment purposes. So if your cock is a luminous green, or your fanny smells like Fleetwood Dogs, get yourself down to Gum Clinic. See you all soon.